You just saw Jennifer Aniston tweeted out about J.D. Vance's childless cat lady comments. I don't know if you saw that. She came out and said, oh, hope your daughter never needs IVF, which you oppose. Lie. He doesn't oppose IVF. He signed on to the Ted Cruz, Katie Britt bill protecting it in all 50 states. So she wanted to stand up for childless cat ladies because she's one of them. What has she said about the women? What did she say about the girl who got her face punched out by the man in the boxing ring? Zero. What has she said about Peyton McNabb, who's suffering permanent nerve damage and brain damage from getting hit so hard in the face and the head by a volleyball player in North Carolina? Nothing. What'd she say about that girl who got all of her teeth knocked out in a field hockey game by a boy pretending to be a girl on her team? Zero. So I don't give a shit what she thinks about J.D. Vance and childless cat ladies. She masquerades as some protector of women. She's quite the contrary. She's never stood up on any of these issues. This is the one she comes out on? You don't want childless cat ladies to be offended? That's where you're gonna plant your flag? Most leftists vote for abortion. They're obsessed with abortion. Man, that's a big issue for them. They love abortion. So that's their top priority and they're voting based on that.
Man, like, what's happening to these kids?
I know.
And love bombing them into LGBTQ, LMNOP, whatever they're calling it today. It's like there's a recruitment going on in school. Like, how can you be for that shit? How can you be for MAPS?
Right.
Minor attracted persons. No. Are they uninformed? Do they not know this is happening?
This is like the time when we used to lobotomize people who were a little slow. What a stain on our record as Americans and on the medical community. And we're kind of doing that right now. It's the same thing to children. We're not lobotomizing them, but we're sterilizing them. We're chopping off their body parts. We're ending their sex life, any chance at a normal sex life. Most people don't realize if you go from puberty blockers to cross-sex hormones directly, you're probably going to be sterile and you'll never achieve orgasm. What in the actual... And they want to tell us that's informed consent that a 12-year-old can give. It's barbaric. It's evil. The post-George Floyd behavior. The country losing its mind. I was like, these are lies. These are all lies about the police, about us, and they're lies that are tearing at the very fabric of America. And I need to say all the things that need to be said to correct them. My brother is a cop, a great cop. Now he's retired, but he was a lieutenant in Albany. Such an honorable cop the entire time he was in service. He was beaten to within an inch of his life by a gang. They broke his neck. He was in the hospital for a long time. Never came out bitter. He was so upstanding. And to hear these people smear cops writ large as just all racist, all bastards, as they were saying at the time, I was like, bullshit. I couldn't believe those protests where they were making people say Black Lives Matter. This is America. We don't make people say anything. We were being lied to on a massive gaslighting scale. I think we need to make the studio brighter. You're in the dark room too much.
Yeah, you might be right.
I'm just saying.
Put some windows in.
When you start to feel like that, I think that's not healthy thinking. That's a dark place to be. It's just too overwhelming. You can't do anything if it's biblical. What can you do? Somebody else is totally in charge and it's not going to end well. Or it will if you're a believer. My son Thatcher was asking me the other day, he goes, when Jesus comes back, does that mean we all die? Those of us who are like alive and here, we die? So we shouldn't be rooting for him to come back soon, right? It's a good question. It's kind of complicated. Let's fight the fights we can fight. Let's manage these things one thing at a time. Let's not take on biblical. It's too big and daunting. We can speak out about the trans insanity. We can encourage people to find faith. We can speak up against the things that we know are wrong and find some good in it. There are things that you can do, and I think that's the key to staying okay.
I'll take that advice. I'll lighten it up in here a little bit. But